2 weeks after that, I scored 100, scored 60, couple 30s. Yeah, I've got a coach in Canberra. His name's Higgsy. I've worked with him since I was 10 years old. And every single session, he doesn't actually beat me with the skills that he's got. He beats me because he's just mentally better than I am. But it just felt like no matter what I did, I just wouldn't be able to be better than him in our little compete sessions. I feel like some balls, I'll just be so much classier than everyone else, and some balls I just switch off for half a second. Yeah, that was my biggest struggle, just being really inconsistent in the ways I was thinking about the sport, my processes, pre-training and pre-game, and obviously how I felt in the game. I wasn't as confident and didn't have as much trust in my skills. Honestly, no, I had no clue. Just had the biggest common point of interest across all the coaches is probably the mental side of the game. I think I was just really inconsistent with the amount of concentration I had in every ball. One of my best friends plays in the Meteors in Canberra. She told me, I think November time, that she's doing some sports psych work with Nick, obviously, and she just mentioned how it helped quite a bit, and I wasn't really too inclined at the time, and I probably did make fun of her for using the sports psych at the time as well. But a couple of weeks later, I tore my hip, and I thought, this might be a good time just to try and see what Nick can offer me. I liked how we started off with, and the question became super irrelevant like 30 seconds in, because he just knew what the issue was straight away. I'm not like an open person. I don't usually like to talk about my emotions and what's going on inside my head. So it took him like 3 minutes to get me to open up a little bit. It's not long at all. He was kind of able to wrap around on field and off field, as you would say. Most your issues in cricket don't just come from the sport itself, the off-field issues that translate into cricket, obviously. I think I speak to myself in a better way. He's really big on allowing myself to do things, to work with myself and not against myself. So when I kind of started doing things because I wanted to do them and not because I had to do them, I think my entire perspective on life changed a lot. Still kept my discipline and my enthusiasm about the sport, but I just enjoyed myself a lot more while doing it. Like as a whole, I feel a lot more consistent as a person. I just feel myself a lot more than usual. I just feel confident and just my own bubbly self, really, rather than before, where I used to be really hot and cold some days just because I wasn't too sure what I was feeling. Because I guess we just kind of got to a stage where I just trust my game enough to let it just be. I don't have to try and prove myself to other people or do something that Ansh wouldn't do. I just do what I do. On field, I started working with him when I was injured, so obviously couldn't train. Usually it takes me at least 2 weeks to come back into my red hot form. I took 5 and a bit weeks off training, and then my first training session back, I was probably off for like 12 balls, and then I just started whacking the middle of my bat. My shape's really good, and I was like, whoa, interesting, like that's pretty cool. It was just pretty special. And then my first game back, I wasn't worried about how I'd go. I wasn't worried about what's going on. I was just worried about the ball coming down at me. And 2 weeks after that, I scored 100, scored 60, couple 30s. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. So yeah, on field, I probably noticed a change my first training session back after injury, and off field, maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, that's when I started to feel really consistent with my emotional side of things. Shout to my on-field behaviours, like he's big on visualisation. So a couple of days before we start that, Friday is just a me day, listen to music, not thinking about the game too much. Saturday is when we switched on, and then during the week, still being able to find times away from cricket where I can do things that Ansh wants to do. Subtle changes that I made with Nick. It just feels like I'm able to be more present in the ball. I'm able just to be in the moment and kind of reach flow state, as he would say. I don't really have to try too hard on the field. It just happens. And yeah, I've just got so much more trust in my game now. I'm a lot more confident, just more structure and awareness about how I'm feeling internally and externally. The next level up would be from here, right? Like if I've already achieved so much within 10 weeks, I'd want to know what it feels like to kind of do more of this work and see how high the ceiling goes, if much I can trust myself and just how true I can be to myself.